Hi, it's Kay here, and today I wanted to talk about choosing the topic for your online course. And what I have found with a lot of people is that choosing the topic can sometimes be the hardest thing they have to do because there are so many options out there. And what happens is people just give up. They have so many topics that they don't know what to do. They're overwhelmed, and so they stop. They don't know how to go forward because their brain is just shooting off so much. And they think, will I do this one or will I do that one? Maybe I'll do that one. No, I'll change my mind. No, I'll do this one. I'll do this one. And then it just gets too much and they just stop because there's too much. And so choosing your topic, we really need to have some way for you to be comfortable in the topic you've chosen and have an easy way to get there. So to do that, we need to have a system in place for choosing your topic. So let's say we've been talking to Sue, and Sue is really excited about the opportunity to develop an online course so that she can share her passion and her knowledge with the world. So Susan comes to me and she says, Kay, I want to have an online course, but I don't know where to start. And so I think, okay, so Susan, tell me a little bit about what you've been thinking of. And she says, well, that's the problem. I have so many ideas in my mind and in my head about what I want this online course to be about. I just don't know what to do. It's just too overwhelming. So I need help getting my topic sorted. And I say, okay, let's start with the topic. What sort of things do you love doing? Because the reality is, unless you choose a topic that you love and that you're passionate about, it becomes a chore and then it becomes something that you give up. So the first thing is to think about, what do you love doing? What are you passionate about? The next thing is it something that you have skills, knowledge, experience in? If you don't, then I'd say choose something else. I have actually come across people who have developed online courses on a topic that they think will sell rather than something that they're passionate about and that they know about. So really, when you're thinking about a topic, first question is, do you love it? Are you passionate about it? The second thing is, do you have the skills, knowledge and experience to be able to teach people about the topic that you're thinking about? And if the answer is yes to both of those, if you can come up with an idea and you think, yes, it's something that I love and I'm passionate about, yes, it's something that I have skills and experience in, then the next thing is it something that people are interested in? And the next thing, and this is the big one, will they pay for it? Because yes, a lot of people might have interest in your topic, but the bottom line is, will they pay for it? And so there are a couple of ways that we can test these out and find the answers to them. Now, the love and the passion, that is something you need to ask yourself. So think back to, let's do something different. Let's think back to when you're a little girl, or if you happen to be a male, little boy, and what did you love doing when you're a little girl or a little boy? What are some of the things that you can remember that you used to say to yourself, when I grow up, I want to, and what was the answer? Did you want to be a teacher Or did you want to be the Prime Minister? Or did you want to be an astronaut or a hairdresser? We've all got these ideas as a kid of the things that we would like to do when we grow up. And those ideas and passions are things that you can bring into what you want to develop your online course on. Because many of us find ourselves in careers that we happen to be in because they were convenient, or you just fell into them, or you thought you liked doing it, and now you realise that maybe you don't want to spend the rest of your life doing it. So let's choose an online topic that you have some love and passion about. And one of the ways to find that is to ask yourself, when I was a kid, what are some of the things I liked doing? Now, as an adult, let's take this again, and as an adult, you've grown up, and as an adult, what are some of the things you like doing? What can you do as an adult that you would like to help other people to do? I'll give her a different colour dress. So, from a child to an adult, what are your passions? What do you love doing? And out of those, are there anything there that you would be interested in developing an online course on? So when we go to that one, what are your interests? And if it's something that you are interested in and that you know other people are interested in, then you can give yourself another tick there. And then the next one is, will they pay for it? Now, there's only one way to find out if people will pay for it, and that is to offer it and then have people pay for it. And if you offer it and nobody wants to buy it, then we need to change it a bit so it becomes something that people will actually pay money for. So if we go back to Sue over here, then Sue wants to choose a topic that she's interested in, that she's passionate about, that she knows about, and that she has a pretty good idea that people might be interested in. At the moment, she doesn't know if people will pay for it. Now, one of the easiest ways to find out if people will pay for a topic is to have a look. So I'm going to ask Sue, so Sue, what is an area that you're interested in that you would like to explore a little bit more? And she says, okay, personal development. And I think to myself, okay, that is a very broad topic, but let's see if anybody is interested in online courses on personal development. So one way to do that is to go to a site called Udemy. Udemy is an online course program, and it has lots and lots of different types of courses available. So I typed in personal development, and when I start looking, I see that there's 155,000 courses on personal development. So that is telling me immediately that yes, there is an interest in personal development. And the other thing it's telling me is that there's an interest in people buying courses on personal development. Now, when we say personal development, as I've already said, personal development is a really broad topic. You can see here, super learner, life coaching, NLP, mindfulness, neuroplasticity, job interviews, and then we go down here and we see that we've got time management, NLP again, storytelling, stress management, productivity, psychology of diversity, self-confidence, customer service, successful negotiation, radiating confidence, professional life coach, working remotely, etc., etc. So we've answered two of the questions here, that yes, there's an interest in personal development. There's 155,000 courses on personal development just on Udemy. And yes, people will pay for it because we've got people who are paying for it. We can see here that the Super Learner has got 33,000 people have bought it. Over here, Mindfulness has got 11,000. Neuroplasticity's got 13,000. So there's lots of people buying these courses. So when we go back to Sue, we know that there's an interest in it. We also know that people have paid for it, and so there's the chance that this could work. However, when we looked at Udemy, the courses themselves were not called personal development. There was a whole range of topics within the personal development umbrella that Sue will need to hone down her topic choice even more. So we've got personal development, and so now I'm going to say to Sue, so Sue, when we look at personal development, it includes a whole lot of different types of courses. So out of the ones we looked at in Udemy, thinking about the ones that you know about from your own experience that you might have taught other people, what are some of the areas that you would like to look at in terms of developing a topic on it and therefore a course? So Sue thinks for a moment and she says, well, I am interested in stress management and I do know a lot about it. I have taught other people some skills in dealing with their stress, so great. And she said, I also do like time management. So one of the things I've worked with some of my colleagues is for them to develop time management skills so they can manage their time better. I say, great. Anything else? And she thinks for a moment and she says, well, communication skills. Okay, so that's another one. I say, okay, so that's another option. Anything else? And she says, well, actually, no. One that I really like is leadership, and especially leadership for women. And I say, okay, and we could go on. We could brainstorm some more. But let's say for the moment we've got 4 optional topics that Sue could look at in terms of developing her course. And to develop her course, she needs to make these into a topic that is going to tell people very clearly what the course is about. So from what Sue has said and the amount of energy she's got at the moment, she wants to develop a course on leadership for women. So let's look at how we could do that in a way that is going to bring in potential clients so that Sue can have her course on leadership for women. So there's all sorts of different types of leadership for women. Is it a topic that people are interested in? So let's go to Udemy again. And I've already put this in our course topic to search for. I've got women and leadership, and when I look at that, there's just over 2,000 courses on Udemy on leadership for women. Now, that is a reasonable result. So we know that there's quite a few people who are interested in developing courses on leadership for women and who are interested in buying. So when we look at this, we can go down here a bit more and we can see here that 514 people have done this first one, women's leadership, 925 masterclass. We've got 5 people in that one. If we go down further, and we're just looking at whether these are courses that people are interested in. So in this one, we've got 2,000 people, Succeed, Influence and Inspire as a Women in Leadership. In this one, we've got 17 people, Beginner's Course on Gendered Leadership, 39,000 on leadership, practical leadership skills. Now, this isn't necessarily for just women. It's a general course. Leadership, how to influence, inspire and impact as a leader. And we've got 6,000 or 7,000 people or so that have done that. So when we look at it, women and leadership is not as big as personal development. Now that means that Sue has the opportunity to niche into women and leadership. Now, she's not necessarily going to put her course on Udemy, and in fact I would suggest not to. And if you want some more information on that, have a look at my video on choosing your course platform, where I talk a little bit more about choosing your course platform. But Udemy is really good about showing us how many people are interested in particular topics and how many people are buying. So Sue has now decided she's going to have her topic. We've gone from personal development, which was very broad and really doesn't say much, into looking at a topic on leadership for women. So what she calls it is going to be something that we'll talk about more, but it might be something like leadership skills for women. She might want to make that even more specific and say leadership skills for professional women, or women over 50, or women under 40, whatever. There's all sorts of different options there, because the more specific she becomes, the more that people will look at the topic and say, wow, she's talking to me. And then we can talk about this more. We can have a byline. So we might have leadership skills for professional women, 3 easy steps to become a leader in your career or in your business, or to become a leader in a non-profit organisation, or in a government setting, or in a non-government setting. So we can play with that a bit more. But what we've got here is we've looked at Sue. We've looked at choosing something that she loves and that she's passionate about, that she has a skills, knowledge and experience in, that she has interest in, and the people will pay for it. We've gone from feeling totally overwhelmed with so much stuff going on in the brain into looking at a broad topic of personal development and then honing that down. We then had a look at Udemy to make sure that it is something that people will pay for. And the next thing I will suggest that Sue does before she goes any further is to ask everybody she knows a question on so I would suggest she puts out on all her social media, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever, and she's going to ask, and she's going to send out an email to everybody on her email list. She's going to ask her friends, she's going to ask her colleagues, and the question she's going to ask is something like, I'm thinking of developing or creating a course on women's leadership. Is that something you'd be interested in? Send that out and see what the response is. If she gets people saying, great, yes, I would be interested in it, then she's getting feedback. Let's go ahead and start developing this topic. If she doesn't get much feedback, then I would follow that up with another question, something like, what courses or topics are you interested in the categories of, and actually give people a couple of ideas and then hone that down. But to start off with, Sue is going to send out an email to everybody, put it on social media. I'm thinking of developing a course on women's leadership. Is that something you'd be interested in? Getting yeses or nos for that will take her back to her topic, which we've got up here. We've got some ideas for her topic, and what we're going to do next is see if this topic is something that her audience is interested in. That is it something they'll pay for, because we already know that Sue loves and is passionate about the topic. She does have the skills and experience for it. Now she's just going to check out whether people are interested in it, whether they will pay for it. If that's a yes on both of those, then we've got something to go forward with, and we'll look at that in our next video. So as I said, my name's Kay Ross, and I'm an expert on online course creator. If you've got any questions or comments, please post below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so that you know when my next videos are coming out. If you'd like a one-on-one session with me on developing your course topic or anything to do with online courses, then please click the link below, book in for a session, and I can't wait to see you. Until next time, this is Kay Ross, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.